that.
CT and Connie have ranged attacks, so it's yes, your heals work at range and are most prolonging combat, right? But
no, it wasn't. I don't mean because of the heals or whatever though.
Okay.
I was specifically led here, and the others were led elsewhere. And also, you specifically said last session that this is just slightly smaller than one of my warships, deliberately. So
the circle. No, the circle is definitely. Yeah, the circle is designed against Elodie. I agree.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everyone else just got ambushed, and CTA was literally.
Wait, no, wait. 1 second. Paul, have you seen the last session or not?
I have seen a large chunk, but I have not seen everything. Sorry.
Okay, but you watched it. Okay. Yeah, then continue. I guess that's not really gonna spoil. I was wondering if he's seen anything at all, or.
Yeah. No. Basically, all I was just saying was the fact that Bob would have been okay if he wasn't asleep. Like those 3 guys, he could have easily beaten if they hadn't taken him by surprise. CTA just casually flew away from his 3, and I was trapped in a force field. So if anyone's being specifically targeted.
Right, but CTA's guys had a chain. They just didn't expect CT to just literally fly away.
Yeah.
Let's just come to the conclusion that the problem was Knuckles. So.
Oh yeah, speaking of flying away, did you happen to retrieve little Timmy's corpse before you flew away?
No, he didn't.
Damn.
I don't even know if much of it is left.
You chucked that guy and critted, so
yeah. Little Timmy's corpse is not a corpse anymore. It's just.
If we gather up enough pieces, we might be able to get him resurrected.
Yeah.
Just go up to some poor priest apprentice.
When you take a banknote to the bank and it has to be above 50%. It's like, hey, there's 55% of the body here. Can you revive it?
It's not in order. It's just a pile of flesh. But look, it's more than half the body.
Hey, if we TPK, I call dibs on a Grandburian Necromancer as a character, by the way.
Nice. Cool.
Oh,
I have not thought any further than Grandburian.
Oh my god. I would love
How many zombies do you have? Many. But how many? Many. But how many?
And it's like 1.5. And he was like, I don't need more. I have many.
This is many. This is the biggest possible number. So why would I need more?
Behold, adventurers, my zombie army! There are many! We are many! You are few.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The army is called Anonymous.
Technically, if it's more than one person, it's many people as well.
Oh, yeah, no, now I just really want to make one that's like some sort of Gestalt consciousness, and it's like, its name is Legion, because there's 2 of them. Like the biblical quote. My name is Legion, for we are many.
No, just make a party only out of Grandburians, and in the final battle, everyone fuses and are like, we are one now.
Yes.
But actually, I don't know if Legion with 2 people would work, because each of them would say, I have one alter ego.
Fair.
Yeah, you need 3 at least. 3.
Then again, we have already, I think, established that all ways to try going around counting are somehow impossible. So they would be they would be incapable of saying that.
Even in the no, it's a fun race. I'm not sure if the mechanics would not get boring after some time.
With the whole party playing them.
It would be chaos. Chaos incarnate, I will tell you that. I don't want to reveal it until somebody has built a character, so not to incentivize.
Everyone just kills himself to please Fred.
Oh, but
It's like, we finally did it. We won this unwinnable fight. Safid is dead. And then everyone just commits seppuku.
yeah, but every time we set off, or every time after a long rest, okay, is everybody here? Probably.
Yeah.
I would say with a Fulgur and Burian party, you would not need long rests for healing.
Huh. Nice. Everyone has like 1 hit point. Because
No,
you have
everyone
one or
has
many.
hit points.
Yeah.
You have one or many.
Oh yeah, you have many hit points.
also-
You cannot run out of HP. You take damage, cool. You still have many hit points left.
How hurt
Also, it's
are
not-
you? A lot.
It's not like they don't know of the existence of people. Like, they can still be, yeah, we have one Fred, one Greg, and one George, right?
Cool.
How many of you are there? Many. Like,
Yeah.
impossible to count beyond that. You don't grasp the concept of how many there are of you, but you know
Nice.
there's one of each.
Okay,
Cool,
so
that's reasonable.
another challenge will be we will create 2 characters with the same name. Gotcha.
Oh, no.
Yes. Everyone. Well, we all know what Paul's character is going to be called, so everyone just make their Granburian named Mark.
But that's hilarious because he can also be, yes, that's Fred 1, that's Fred many.
But that still only works for 2 people.
Oh, the fight who will be 1 and who will be many will be.
Oh, I guess there could also be no Fred. There's like 0 Fred.
It's
Fred
zero.
0, Fred 1, Fred many.
No, Fred. No Freds. Yeah, I posted the Watch Together link. Just an FYI, there at random intervals there will be beeps coming from me. I have a blood pressure monitoring device attached.
Oh.
Today I went for the medical check for the army draft. So they're very
Considering how the world is going, I think that your health is not going to be an issue to join the army.
Yeah, so I'm
So-
50, like I'm 50-50. They're very torn whether or not I have a second level hypertension, like high blood pressure. So they gave me a device to wear for a day that just monitors it.
So are you hoping that you do have high blood pressure? Or...
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm currently.
Okay.
I have hydrated only in coffee today.
Okay, we need to stress him out by doing a lot of stupid shit today.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like every time I hear the apparatus go, I just clench my butt cheeks to just raise it as much as possible. So if you can keep that up for the whole session, yeah, that would look great. Yeah, I see everyone's in Watch Together, so we can probably start.
I think somebody should leave the Watch Together to stress out.
No. Whoa. Yeah. So yeah, if everyone's good, we can start in 3, 2, 1.
Casablanca.
Wait, why does he get to be president?
Well, I think I would have made a damn fine president. Kissed a few hands, shook a few babies.
You would have brought a real dignity to the office.
Thank you.
You don't have what it takes. I'll be president. And I nominate Little Rock as my VP.
So that means I get to be president if you get killed by zombies.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
Keep you in the dark, you know they all pretend. Keep you in the dark until it all begins.
Send in your skeletons, sing as their bones come marching in.
Connie. You leave Bob and Elodie to their own thing. You travel through the city towards the church that Bob pointed out. You're just frolicking through the fields with I'm Walking on Sunshine playing in the background, birds and butterflies flying around as you spin in the flower field, and old grandmas wave you hello as you pass by. You stop for a moment as you hear a few drunk uncles discussing whether or not they should seize the means of production at their work. Would you be inclined to join in on that conversation?
I mean, yeah, Connie would definitely try to encourage seizing the means of production. The manager is a lazy ass anyway.
Yeah, they don't, as you say that, they just kind of nod in agreement, saying that they don't understand why pimps need to exist in the first place when they can just find a clientele themselves.
Good for them.
So, is there anything in particular you would be looking for within the city as you're heading for your church destination?
I mean, any shops, anything like that would be nice.
Give me an insight.
I always forget to log into Roll20.
Yeah, the one thing where the game is being hosted.
I don't know why. It's always like the first roll I log in, but before that, no. Can't even think about it. After I don't know how many years of using it.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
Assuming you don't roll on that one. That's close. No, but yeah, you see some general shops, vendors that are selling some goods of market type, like they're selling some food, some drinks, beverages. There are some specialized people who are selling seemingly just outside their house. There's two little girls with a lemonade stand that one is holding a cup of lemonade towards you, the other one is holding an empty bowl where it's written like 1 copper for lemonade. As they are just watching with widened eyes as you're passing by, like just slowly turning as you're walking. So they're always facing you. But you don't find anything. As you're still kind of going through the outskirts of the city, you don't really find anything of what you would not expect to be almost like in a town, right? You're still not in the middle parts of the city itself, and the church is going to be between the outskirts and the middle. So you're not going to, unless you go on a detour, you don't seem to be, it doesn't seem like you're going to be seeing anything extravagant in that case.
Yeah. Connie's just gonna do a beeline straight for the church.
Yeah. With that poor insight, you do accidentally stumble into a hooded figure that walks out of an alleyway between houses. When the church is like within sight, it kind of steals your attention for a second as you bump into this figure. As it falls in its hood, as it falls on its ass and the hood falls back, you see like a brownish-haired woman with almost a pixie cut, but the ends of her hair are bleached. They're not exactly blonde, but they're just seemingly bleached. She's mid-30s, it seems.
Does she look rich or poor?
She is in a weird cultish almost robes. But her face and whole body seem to be quite upkept. Like most of the people, the whole grandmas, the children playing in the street, they were a bit dirty.
I mean, if she looks rich, Connie's gonna be like, "Get out of my way! Can't you see? I'm walking
I'm
here."
really sorry. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Marky,
I need to practice my racism against the rich.
I trust that you will do something that will what's the word? Undo all the damage we've done. So change the past, okay?
Change the
past. So, yeah, if you can change the past instead of going back and changing your race for the robot, change only that Bob is alive so he can abuse you further.
Sorry. Yeah. So as you tell that woman, get out of your way, she like points at you and says, "Wait, I think I know you."
How could you possibly know me?
Yeah. You're Marky, right?
I guess you could know me as that. Why?
Oh, you don't remember? We grew up in the same neighborhood. As she kind of lifts up her right hand, the one she was pointing at you with, and you can see it turn a bit into bluish gel form. As Connie even would still know, you would easily identify her as a Manila.
Ah. Okay. I don't actually know. Would Connie have access to Marky's memories, like from before, like very far before she?
Well, even with you would have probably gained some general insights, but also Connie itself has been with Marky for the last 2 years, right? So you definitely met Manalas in that regard.
Okay, right. But I don't know the specific one, probably.
You can give me a knowledge check.
Okay.
Now, I mean, she's a Manila?
Yeah.
So, who knows how they looked when Marky knew her?
Okay, I know this trick. You Monalas are all the same. Get out of my way. I need to get a friend resurrected.
She like looks at you, says the black one as she shapeshifts into your form. Like, hello? Do you not remember how we used to play catch and shit?
I don't even know how long ago that was. It's been a couple of tough years. I really need to finish this, so if you could.
Sorry, where are you going, dude? Maybe I can assist you.
I'm going to a church of Gabriel. Wait, no, was it Gabriel? It was the other one, right?
Yeah, no, you went to Gabriel. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything specific you're inquiring on?
Why do you want to know?
I met my childhood friend. Why wouldn't I want to know?
Okay. Connie feels still a little bit a little bit of antipathy because she looks rich, but she is gonna say that I just need to see if they can't resurrect people.
Ain't no way Monelas are rich. Monelas are communistic, right?
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah.
What isn't slavedom if not communism?
I mean, Manelas are mostly just prostitutes, aren't they? So.
I mean, they are trafficked a lot. Yeah, they're trafficked a lot. But it's not like they have the instincts to be
Yeah, they basically live in gulags.
Yeah. At this point, the lady will just kind of shrug and say, "Oh, well, I bid you luck, I guess, on that. And you know, if you want to get a coffee sometime, hit me up. Are you staying here alone or?"
Oh, I'm not gonna be staying for very long. We're gonna be leaving.
Why? Well, what's the rush?
I mean, this city is being invaded. Have you not heard?
Who's invading it? Meanwhile, there's 6ix9ine big boxing in the background.
Marky just Connie just points to the like the source of the sound, the large tower. Wait.
Oh, I thought
what,
that's a prank.
what are you even doing here? Monellas aren't native to this
here.
planet.
Yeah,
Monellas aren't native to any planet.
I lived here for the last 8 years.
How did you get here?
She kind of takes a second. Space tourism.
But this planet is completely uninhabited, as it looks like. Well, at least it looks uninhabited space.
Look, that was what I was searching for. I was in a dark place at that time, okay?
Okay.
A lot's changed, Marky.
So, have you been stuck here? You know, the whole destroying any ships, leaving?
She like takes a second to think on how to answer you. I mean, no, my ship wasn't destroyed on when I tried to leave because I never tried to leave. I mean, it was out of commission. Like it is out of commission. I didn't try to upkeep or anything.
Oh, okay. Could you borrow it? Do you know where the ship is? Right now?
Yes, but it's like on an. Look, I have to go do some chores at this grandma's place. If you want to catch up for coffee later, we can discuss the ship. I mean, if you're stuck here, yeah, sure, I can help you out.
Alright, where do you live?
She like writes down an address and shows it to you, but you have no intuition on how the streets are done. So she tries to explain like a couple blocks away, that way, and that there gives you a general. She like on her forearm creates a mapping of the city and like guides you through how you will need to turn and twist to reach it. So it's not that you have the general idea of where she lives.
Okay.
But I mean, the spaceship is only for 3 people, 4 if you're very tightly scrunched up. But I mean, I guess if you're alone, that's not a problem.
I mean, we're just visiting with we are well stuck here with a couple of friends, but yeah, we should probably fit.
Are your friends in some other cities? Oh, she like gasps. Are you trying to revive your friends?
No, though they're fine. Just some
where
other
are
people.
they? Why are you alone here then? It's not safe.
What do you mean?
Says
It's
the
not
lady who
safe?
didn't even realize that they were being invaded.
You're made out of metal. People might not take an easy liking to you.
I can defend myself.
I guess you always could. Anyway, I would love to meet them, but are you stationed somewhere?
Well, a bit outside the town. We can meet up after I'm done with this and you're done with your chores.
Sure. She kind of turns and waves you goodbye, while still leaving and looking like you as she waves you goodbye. All right, see you later then.
Okay, I guess that was weird. Connie says to herself, she continues on toward the church.
Hey, real quick, if it wasn't established by now, then right now it's definitely established that Connie is a girl. First, you shut her down, not interested at all. Then you heard she has a cool whip, and then, ooh, let's coffee. You mentioned coffee, right?
Hey! Connie isn't a woman. She's just how would you say this?
Very materialistic communist.
Feminine?
An asshole. Don't confuse this. No, sorry.
Just because she's a bitch doesn't mean she's a woman.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, so you head closer towards the church, leaving the Manila woman looking like you behind. As you approach the church, please give me another insight. As you approach it, this is becoming quite late evening. Like the sun is setting, not down yet, hasn't reached the horizon. But you don't see too much people around the church. There's not only a gated fence, metal fence, but there's also like multiple additional chains on the gate with clear signs, wooden signs engraved on the sides of saying under reconstruction, please don't enter. The church itself is quite like a chapel, very similar in size to the one you saw in whatever the port's city name was. I forget now, but
Murder Rose? Is that
yes,
it?
Murder Rose. Thank you. Yeah, so it's quite similar in size to the one you saw in Murder Rose, but it is gated out, it seems.
All right, I guess Connie's gonna try to find a second exit and knock at some doors. She finds
I mean, the whole territory itself is fenced up.
well, then
With
she's
the
gonna
gates having additional, there doesn't seem to be obstructions from the outside at the door, as far as you can see, but the gates themselves outside are chained up.
Can she just jump the fence?
Or walk through it because she's made of nanomachines.
Well, that's also true, yeah.
But her items aren't.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
You can't quite easily jump over.
I mean, technically, she could just turn herself into a pole, fall over, and then turn back.
Yeah, no. It's not too difficult to get over the fence. It's like 1.5 meters tall, so easily, no check required. But you do notice stares from people around you that are staring like, what is this strange creature doing here? Like, the old grandmas have stopped waving at this point. They're a bit confused on what are you trying to achieve here.
Alright, Queen's just gonna walk up to the door and knock on it.
There's a moment of silence, only interrupted by chattering in the streets, as you can almost think you can hear some sounds from the inside, but you're not quite sure anybody's coming.
Could she just pick the lock with like her finger, shaping it to unlock the... Or is it even locked? Is it locked?
You would be able to identify that based on how it pulls that it's not locked, but rather there's a latch on the inside.
Okay, that is annoying. I guess I could just start slicing the latch with like a pinpoint laser shot.
The door shape is like this, with Connie standing over here and the latch being here. So, based on the sounds, you can tell it's wooden, but there is no gap for you to shoot through. Like, I gave space here, but it's like closed up. So,
How thick is that gap? Technically, he could just reach through, right?
it's not. There is no gap. Like the doors are next to one another. I just showcased the gap to signify that like these are two doors.
Right, that's how.
Yeah, but our ETF stuff. What? How thick does Nah, NFT.
Is there a gap underneath the door or at the top of the door? Or is it like flush with the ground?
There would be quite small gaps there, yes, for airflow.
I mean, okay, in that case, she's just gonna like shoot through like this bit, just try to cut through the barricade, but also the door a little bit.
Yeah, if it's not completely solid, that seems like not completely solid. The last line, like the second to last.
I would say it would be treated as completely solid because there's.
Okay.
Unless Connie chooses to leave all items outside.
No, just reaching through with an arm and raising that thing.
Yeah.
Right?
So you could literally just like reach not through the middle, but like underneath it, right? You could go underneath it and then just open it and then like get the stuff again if you had to drop anything.
I mean, yeah, I guess she could just extend an arm to lift the barricade.
Yeah, so Fantastic Four style.
Yeah.
Give me an insight, as you're operating just based on the feels of touch.
Nice.
You sense a lock on the other side.
So as you try to move it up, it seems like it's not only placed down horizontally, but there's also, you can kind of, based on touch sense, that there are two metal pieces that are holding it from both vertically and both from the bottom to the top. It's like they latch the wooden horizontally, then they latch something on top of it. So it's not as easily. It seems to be made not for sturdiness, but to be so it doesn't jump out if somebody moves the door. You can try opening them, but at the same time, as you're sensing around, you suddenly feel something caress your arm.
Alright, Karin's gonna get spooked and pull down her arm and gonna shout, "Who the fuck is in there?"
You hear somebody from the town, and you can see there's quite some people gathering to watch you. Some drunk shouts, "Oh my God, is there?" You notice that you're drawing some attention.
Alright. Connie is just gonna say fuck it and just laser the door open at like, the smallest possible.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. You laser it open and it slowly creaks out. 1 second.
It slowly creaks out after being hit by a laser.
No, like I mean that once it's cut, right, the door slowly creak out, opening. You see, first thing that hits you is a smell quite putrid. as there's a few rows and an altar at the end, a red carpet, and stains of red on that carpet that definitely were not paint.
Damn it.
There are a few religious reliquia. Is reliquia a word? No, it is. Reliquia.
Reliquary, or just
Relic.
relics, but
Yeah, relics. That you can see are still in place. That seem to have some value to them. So it doesn't seem like there was anything robbed. But you can also tell that this was. Oh, our friend is back with the motorcycle.
yes.
Um,
Elodie just drives past.
yeah. We see currently, like in the background, as Connie is investigating, like Elodie and CT flying in the sky in the city having a shootout. While Connie's like, blood.
Yeah.
No. As you enter a bit deeper, you can, assuming you enter a bit deeper to investigate.
Yeah.
You can see like that. There's a few rows of like wooden benches for people attending, where on the wooden benches you can see body stain marks, as if a body was left there for quite some time and started to rot, left some stains on the wood, and then was removed. With a 17 insight, you can count up to 7 bodies.
Okay. Damn.
As the door behind you shuts. The windows tint themselves. Almost like the light outside is going dark. You wanted to say something? You wanted to do something?
Oh yeah, well yeah, just like check on the door, see what caused it if I see anything.
Yeah, you start walking, and as you're walking back on the red carpet, you almost feel like, although you take steps forward, the carpet starts sliding backwards.
Okay.
As you're watching the door behind you is the altar, and from the altar you suddenly hear a voice. Why are you in a rush?
Got some people to resurrect?
Are you turning around?
Sure.
Yeah. So you see Gabrielle. What was once a whitish dress is now torn a bit to pieces, and the top of it is stained by blood, as in the middle of her forehead you can see what looks like a bullet wound.
Right. Did Bob tell us that he shot Gabriel, or did he not?
Multiple times.
yeah.
He was flexing on that.
Okay.
He probably even told it. I was gonna say he probably told it in his sleep even, but he hasn't really slept. But yeah.
But also, now that I think about it, why did we think it was a good idea to go back to her church?
I don't know.
Didn't they offer up some other church?
Well, there was an Ulshwick church as well, but that's
and
the one
an
that
unnamed
CT is
god.
going to.
Yeah, but there was Gabriel's an unknown god and Ulshwig's, which you also saw in the last city there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just wanted to go to Gabriel's. I'm not sure.
Hey.
I asked Bob which one he points out to you, and he said Gabriel's, I think so.
Hey, she's
we
the one
need to
that we know.
we need to maximize. Okay, we have a lot of people to resurrect. Gods are probably forgiving, right? So
Yeah, that's reasonable.
So Marky. Sorry, Connie.
Well, I don't see any priests here, so I guess I'll see one of the other churches. Sorry for not bringing any business.
No. Once again. Where are you rushing toward? She says, as you can see, she starts scratching the altar with her prolonged nails.
Oh, you don't look so good.
Oh, no, it's... Let's say I have something on my mind just a bit in the last few days. You know, when something gets in there and, like, it's hard to get it out of your brain.
Yeah, bullets tend to be quite annoying.
Oh, bullets. Oh, you know. No, that's... She, like, takes a second. Don't... Do you think I'm angry at you? Connie.
Well, now that I think about it, I guess I would expect you to be angry. At least at Bob.
Well, why would I be angry at Bob?
Well, you know. I remember him saying about doing something bad to you. Not really exactly sure what.
Oh, no, I think you misunderstood. I mean, look, Bob played the perfect act of shooting me when Savid was torturing me. So he thought I was on Bob's side, and Bob did what he had to do to make sure Savid doesn't think that. I mean, surely Bob didn't think a bullet would kill me. Don't be preposterous.
I find Bob's motivations really hard to follow, I'm sorry.
It's understandable. I mean, it's only fair when they, how to say, really try to establish a whole monarchy, you know, and don't really take into account their friends' wishes. They don't really understand what it means.
Yeah.
To be a simple person.
She just called you
fair enough.
simple.
Nah, I guess Connie wouldn't really realize that. Well, I mean, simple technically in communist circles. That's
guess,
what you
yeah.
call it. Yeah, that's a positive thing. Okay, I guess I would say okay. So you want us to help us defeat Savid? Since he seems to have.
Connie. Savid is just one piece of the puzzle. I mean, you must know that there's way more in this world to topple than just one hidden king. I mean, he's not even part of the politics. He's just an oligarch.
I thought he had like representatives in the political sphere and such.
Well, oligarch.
Yeah, she's powerful, no?
But she is her own thing, and I mean, listen, Connie, you're smart. And honestly, I have believed in the people for longer than I know you. And I think what this world is lacking is bringing that power back to the people, right?
I mean, it would make it a lot better, that is true.
Right, but I guess, yeah, it's fine. I understand if this seems a bit wacky, and you really think that capitalism is the best choice with bureaucracy and all that.
Hey, bureaucracy and capitalism were not the same thing.
I mean, no, I do not like those. That is a good point. I mean, the bureaucracy is not that bad, but still not necessary.
Oh, come on! You know that bureaucracy is only made so that poor people cannot are abstained from getting what the rich people have. Why else would there be shorter lines for people who can pay more? Why else would there be would the same man get sorry, why else would people be punished by the same fine on a crime no matter how rich they are?
Well, I mean, of course, but like there are ways to fix this. We can make everybody stand in the same in the same long line.
Yes,
Well,
problem
what
solved.
do you envision?
I mean, I'm sorry, but I don't really have time to talk, that much political
Oh
theory.
no, Connie, you have all of the time in the world. Unless you're telling me you're not interested in this.
Well, I mean, this world seems to have a couple more problems than just some rich oligarchs controlling it. I guess we should fix those first.
You suddenly sense her behind you as like something's rubbing off your shoulder, and as you do a quick glance, she's already behind you, like with her nails tapping against the metal of your shoulders. Clickety clack. But Connie, isn't it the power of the people that has to topple the government? If you just replace one monarch with another, what are you achieving?
It would be a good. It would be good to use this moment of instability to gain power for the people. But I don't really want that many people to get hurt, though. Like all the necessary harm and such like that. But can't have people dying by the dozens in some war, can we?
I mean, that's not. We don't need for dozens of people to die, only for those in power.
Dozens of people. Meanwhile, Bob just killing an entire armada by himself.
Yes. I mean, fair point. But I'm sorry, I really do not have time for this. And she just goes toward the door.
You suddenly see the door, like the wood of the door grows out and entangles itself, closing off shut.
That's mean. What do you want?
Bean is leaving in the middle of a conversation.
All right. I mean, let's just speed it up. Okay.
I just want to understand. How can you be with people, one of them who wants to become a king, a monarch, and introduce bureaucracy so large that no poor person would ever be able to afford it? Another person who has a gambling problem and tries to gamble on his own life.
The worst thing she could say.
And the third one who's just printing money for her and her friends.
Yeah. I mean, of all of us, Elodie is absolutely the antithesis to Connie's worldview. She's the ultra-capitalist.
Yeah, but she must have rolled a crit fail when she tried to claim bureaucracy is not communist but capitalist. What the fuck?
I mean, to be fair, it is used by basically everybody to control people.
Yeah, but the most, by definition, by communists, they have to plan everything.
No, that's not. Really. That's Soviets, not communism in itself doesn't need a government even technically to exist.
Everything.
And I mean, there's
Everything
like
is
a lot of.
social. How do you not do it with bureaucracy?
Well, I mean,
You have
but
to
like
distribute
bureaucracy
everything.
is also like an integral part of most monarchist systems. Like the Russia before the revolution also had a fuck ton of bureaucracy, so it's like used by every totalitarian system. So it's like saying that grilling is fascist or something because people in fascist countries grill.
Well, yeah, but if you're grilling a specific type of person,
all right, that's different.
yeah, exactly. It's not a large step, right? It's just about the specifics.
Well, anyway, Connie is
It still
gonna.
depends if you're the God chosen person to do that.
Connie's gonna think about it a little bit because he's like, well, I mean, we've kind of just had the same goal for a while now, and I mean, Marky was the one who really, started this out. But I like them, they might disagree with me, but as long as we have a shared purpose, I don't really mind being with anyone if they can help me.
She takes a second. What do you want exactly?
Well, for the people to be better off under communism.
Do you know what my domain is?
Not sure actually. Drugs?
No. I am the goddess of family and land. I make sure people build happy family houses.
That sounds like fascism.
That they
The
have
goddess of Ribbentrop.
communities where they're close together, not like in these big concentrated cities.
All
Isn't
right.
it better when they're self-sustaining communities, being able to live together? Not having to buy or sell anything, but rather just sharing what they have?
But I mean, how do you ensure the means of production are productive in these conditions?
I mean, why would you not? I mean, if you're part of a community, you try to help that community, don't you?
Well, all right. Like once this whole thing is calmed down, we can talk about it. I could try enlivening your vision, but as I said, it's I've got some people to get back to. We can talk later. You're a goddess, right? You have infinite time. I'm a mere mortal. I need to do shit fast.
I am. She takes a second. I am on borrowed time, Connie. Bob might have saved me for the time, but Savid is still out there to get me.
Well, I say that we join forces and stop him, so we can have all the time in the world.
She takes a second, thinking on it. Give me a charisma check.
Now would be a great time for a crit success.
Oh, and this is actually persuasion, not deception, so this gets +1.
Oh.
It's a 3. Actually, can I use my advantage? I did think I can.
I think you came early. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Wow.
No. Tom.
Okay, fuck me.
That's 9.
I don't think you were even present, so I don't think you can.
I don't
actually
need
do that.
that.
Anyway, but
It's fate.
Okay.
Okay.
well, it
Oh,
doesn't
I
matter.
don't need to be
That's
present.
fair
I just
anyway.
changed a role in the universe.
Oh my god, wait, so can you change any role that is happening at any point?
Once a session.
Yeah,
With
unfortunately,
an
it didn't work
8.
out this time. So
Oh, that's a 9, sorry.
9. Yeah.
A 9. Okay. She looks at you. Connie, Are you prepared to become my herald and let me into your heart? Are you prepared to accept me as your own goddess and spread our word to the people?
You want to be my supreme leader?
The supremest of them all.
Let me see what you offer. As I guess as she reaches out a hand to her.
She extends her hand as her long nails touch your palm. I am the goddess of community. Take me in, and I can help you build bonds stronger than you ever felt before. Be stronger than you ever were before.
Will the people be happy? Will the oppressors be punished?
I shall grant you the power to do as you see fit.
Okay then.
As you accept it, you see her almost turn into fiery smoke as it starts making its way through the nanobots inside your body. As her whole shape disappears into you and the windows lighten up again. And you hear as the door slowly creaks open behind you again.
This day is very strange.
Is this the
I hope I
same way
didn't-
how Marky got the other personalities as well?
Yeah. Oh god. Another one in the head.
I mean, to be fair, as far as Connie knows, entering into other people is basically everyday occurrence. They don't put antiviruses into viruses.
That's a good point.
And Connie's just like another day in the office. And as the door opens and you head out, give me an insight. Well, you're not quite sure how long you were inside, but you do notice with a 5 two things. There's a weird cylinder, golden, like yellowish cylinder, raising to the top in the middle of the city. And on the outskirts of the city, where the elevation is a bit more high up, you can see a smoke bomb going off. As Bob, remind us what happened last session.
Oh, this is going to be a long one. Okay, so the session started by the drone of CTA returning to him, telling him that there is a bridge some kilometers north of the city, and 30 kilometers, approximately 30 kilometers after that, it is the army of vampires. So he told the drone not to risk her life or randomly surrender. CTA sends her away to scout better, and once the drone is gone, he creates the Ugandan knuckles that was sent towards Elodie and Bob. The Ugandan knuckles, despite knowing the way, brother, forgot the message he's supposed to deliver.
He knows the way, not the message.
So he got LOD to put Lil Timmy's corpse on display and took it to CTA to resurrect the kid in some
Auschwitz.
church.
Yeah,
Auschwitz.
Auschwitz church. Auschwitz. Yeah.
Okay. Connie regrouped with LOD and said that Gabriel will talk to us, but us not being Bob,
Yeah, so
only LOD, and LOD went with her, and Bob remained to sleep. LOD was suspicious because Connie did not say Bob's name, and she just said that guy. And also, she did not speak about communism at all. Just a second. So yeah, this bitch took LOD on a trip towards the city, and Bob remained sleeping because he needed the long rest. CTA saw a woman in rags staring at him. Sent Knuckles speak to her, but the drone was ignored because he knows the way, but is not that persuasive. And then CTA was ambushed with an axe. At the same time, Bob was being rudely awakened by being stabbed, and LOD is trapped in a large force field that is just big enough for her and not her warships to be summoned. Each of us was confronted by 3 opponents. Me and CTA was confronted by Mort. LOD was confronted by Monelos in disguise.
Well, one of them was a Manila. The other 2, I think, are Morts, but the one of them that was disguised as Coney is a Manila. Which obviously, from the thing that just happened at the start of this session, we now presumably know is actually Connie's childhood friend for some reason. Or Marky's childhood friend, I guess. But
well, Marky didn't remember her, so it's probably just...
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Marky would have, but Connie didn't from
yeah.
what was left of Marky. Yeah.
So,
after that, because it continues, Bob was gang-banged by the 3 Morts. I passed out, I exploded them. No, actually, it wasn't an explosion. I forced the mirror dimension to penetrate them as well.
Yeah.
But it didn't kill them. LOD started to break the spell that was put surrounding her. Didn't you break the...
No, I tried, I investigated it, and then I realized that I had like no chance of breaking it. Because there are 4 different actions I need to do at different positions to break one layer, and then I have another layer to break as well, and maybe a 3rd one. I'm not sure. Because
at least CTA got it easy, and he just abandons ship, leaving Lil Timmy's corpse. Another thing, Knuckles takes a haste potion, drink it, and chases towards Bob, putting an armor stabilizing him. He put a regeneration potion from Bob and feed me. Unfortunately, when Bob is killed, the Mort starts sucking a soul, draining away divine will. And CTA shoots nanobots at one of the Morts that were ganging up on me, managing to bring one guy down, and he fights off faster than the attackers. Back inside in the force field, LOD is shocked by Connie shooting lightning at her, but LOD is just able to survive without any problems until the Monella pulled out a coin saying for Master Isai. and railguns. LOD.
Yeah, turns out my only weakness is railguns. Who could have predicted?
Barely clinging on to consciousness, and more, the fucking Morts attacking her as well. Bob remained conscious for the first time, so he can attack. Put some cringe effort, reflection shit, and Holy Blast killed a second attacker, but the third is still alive. So we were happy that we survived. Until Savit teleports next to Bob, drop a smoke bomb. And and he commanded Knuckles to detach from Bob. So that's pretty much where Bob is going to die now.
So yes, so it's first action as he teleported in, dropping the smoke bomb that covers up the entire vision of both CTA and Elodie from the battle that's going on there. CTA, of course, can still see through his drone. Connie, please give me 2d500 rolls separately, one d500 and another d500. Oh, God. Okay, so you are 165 meters away from the battle map on the right, on the left, and 364 meters away from the battle map on the left. On the right, sorry. So, jeez, I'm mixing up because I'm using Connie's perspective. No, from the top-down view that we currently have, 165 meters to reach this battle map, and 364 meters to reach this battle map. So you would be
If
coming
you pointed,
from around that
we
direction.
didn't see.
Sorry?
If you pointed, it didn't show on my map.
It's the one on the left. The one on the left is the
Oh,
closer
It's
one.
closer?
The one on the right is the further away.
Yeah, actually, the second one doesn't matter because she didn't. She with the 5 in this inside Connie got, she would only see this battlefield, out the smoke, which isn't far behind. So there's about 165 meter distance until you would reach this map.
But I rolled really
Bob?
close, though. These dimensions are weird.
Yeah, you, CTA, if I remember correctly, are about 15 meters still away.
Yeah, maybe even 70. I started 100 meters off.
Yeah, and I think you managed to cover 30 meters, and yes, let's say it's 50.
Well, I'm not joining anytime soon anyway, so...
Yeah, so, because, yeah, you see the smoke, you definitely saw Savid and the smoke screens pop up. So, Bob, I have to remind you, you're still prone on the ground. You never got up from your sleeping position.
He's sitting in the car. Is that even prone?
No, he's not in the car.
He's not in the car. We have the Mandela effect. He's not in the car. Right. So, Savid looks at you, Bob, as you see the smoke rising behind him as he looks down at you. Oh, you poor, poor thing. You're still covered with the drone as it commands the drone. Detach yourself and move away. I need the drone to make me a wisdom check. Or knowledge. Yes, knowledge actually, not wisdom.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Is that the way?
Yeah.
I mean, my drone can't, so it doesn't. It has to rate its turn.
There's the way to leave Bob alone to catch Ebola.
Before I roll, do you want to use your advantage?
It's a -3. It's useless.
Yeah. -3 against Savid's +20 or some shit. Oh yeah.
You
Your
were just
drone-
trying to bully me.
Yeah, actually, you know what? 2 actions. Because of his critical success, you have to use 2. You get 2 free actions to move as far away as the drone can, like full to its capabilities.
Right. I actually. It's not my turn though.
No,
Doesn't
like
matter, it's
yeah, it
hinged on
forces
his
you to
ability.
immediately take an action with a critical
Okay.
success. It's 2 actions.
Yeah.
Well, if it's only 2 actions, it's fine. 40 meters. Yeah, I'm 40 meters towards Puppy, towards CTA.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. He doesn't have an intent of a direction for you to move, so you would basically be going into the cloud as Bobby sends the drone detach itself from you and flies off. Wait, I think I can. I see the drone is under. I can push it.
No,
to
I
that.
already moved it away.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it's on the lower part. Yep. As Savid pulls off his belt that's made out of a chain 3 times wrapped around his waist, throws it towards you, Bob, and commands it, saying, "Wrap and fortify." Bob, I need you to make me an athletics save. As Savid commands this chain to wrap around you while you're laying down. To anyone.
Yeah. If I could see you, I would help, but I can't.
It's good. Probably he's going to save me.
As his 4th action. Actually, first, he looks at
First,
you.
he takes 3 legendary actions.
No, he can't on his turn. He looks at you, Bob, and says, "You really thought yourself smart. You really think you're powerful. You're not an alpha dog, Bob. You're just dog food." He kind of kneels down in front of you. You are considered restrained by the chain, and it has the DC of 21 to break out. As he kneels down on one leg in front of you. "Well, where's your smart ass now? Where's that smart mouth you love running off?" What are you gonna say? Come on, give something. Make me cringe. Make
You know,
me.
I heard that they've arrested you. They got you for possession.
Possession of ultimate power. Oh, you meant like me possessing people? That's a stretch.
Does this
I
make
knew
Bob cringe?
No, Savid is immune to cringe.
I know,
Oh,
but is
right,
he trying
yeah.
to make Bob cringe?
Oh, no, not as his action. Not in a damaging way, at least. Bob, I'm sorry. Life is a roller coaster. And you need to be this tall to ride, as he kind of shows a line above your head as you're on the ground. Now, brother, awake. He says that looking into your eyes. But he's not saying that to you, he's saying that into you. I need a knowledge save and a wisdom save from you.
Oh shit, this is gonna hurt. Do you need the
I thought
knowledge
for a-
first or?
Yes, knowledge first.
I thought for a
Because
tiny little second there that
Oh,
Bob
I'm
was the
using
one who
the.
had got the 27.
nah.
No,
Oh,
I'm
unfortunately
using
not.
my advantage.
yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
it's better than a crit fail.
Yeah.
yeah.
And what is
With the
next
crit
one?
fail, you wouldn't even get wisdom save. But yeah, give me a wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah, there was
Like-
literally no way that Bob could succeed on that, except a crit success, I suppose.
It's different. This wasn't. The 27 was a different against a
Okay.
different DC actually.
Oh, okay.
This is Bob's degrees of failure or success.
Well, it's a critical, so you know.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we
so-
ignored the critical because you rerolled, so that's
Yeah,
perfectly
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Because otherwise, yeah, you would be making a new character sheet. Now, we'll wait until your turn, as it is Connie's turn right now.
Oh.
Connie, what are you doing?
I guess I could try talking to the goddess if she's, gotten into me. It's like, what is going on? Are you gonna be useful, or are we still are you gonna wait to show up at an opportune moment or something like
Give me a wisdom check.
that?
No response.
I think I offended her.
Dead silence. No, actually, it's like Butcher whispering, "Oh, I'm showing up definitely. We need to go kick some ass right now."
And Connie is like, that's a strange. That sounds strange, but sure, let's go. Now she's got a god in her head and Violet's pretending to be a god in her head.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Just collecting as many personalities as you can until you've got a pantheon in there.
All right, so I do think I still have a beast mode potion. I don't know if I gave it to somebody, but I think we had multiple.
What
I don't
potion
know. I
was that?
see it on my sheet. I don't know if I maybe just was
I
stupid.
think CTA had multiple, and he consumed one and gave the other two.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna chuck it down to gain the 2 speed. And then I'm gonna use my ultimate, which moves me by 6 times my speed, which is
Nice.
now 5 times 6 is 30. So I move 165 minus 60 because it's 2 meters, right? Per hex, yeah. So that, oh, yeah, I can just, oh, no. Well, yeah, just 60
And it's
minus.
105.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I still
Yeah, I
typed it
kinda
wrong.
Did I? I think I got it
Yeah,
correct.
you did 160 minus 60, and it's 165.
Oh, well,
Nah, it doesn't
never
matter.
mind.
Yeah. So, sorry, does that use up 2 of your actions?
Yeah, that skips my turn, so yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And you don't have any movement for a bonus action.
No bonus action for movement, yes. So that's it.
Okay.
And I
So
am growling as I as I blast. Beast
so-
growls.
Okay, so you do wait. So you consume the potion
Yeah.
because that will take up an action, right?
Oh, that's an action as well, right?
Yeah. So.
Oh, I can move half of this.
So 30.
Using my hand, so I can move 30. Yes. And this costs me 5 HP.
Okay, wait. Is Butcher with you? Like as the hand, right?
Yeah, he would be just always.
That means you can still be fed the potion by Butcher.
Also,
and
I
move
think
the
Butcher.
60.
Also, I think Butcher can actually move me because he can grapple me. I saw this in actually a short. He had like a guy who was 120 feet away, but they just grappled each other and used their movements together.
And I think he has more movement than I have. He has 5 movement. So actually I can move 35. Well, it would be more efficient to have him hand me the potion, I guess. So yeah, let's do that. Let's have him hand me the potion and move me.
Yeah, so he feeds you the potion as his action, and then you're able to move 60 meters, so 105 meters left.
Yep.
And then we're back to CTA. So, CTA, having seen what your drone sees and with the small cloud in front of you, what are you doing?
So, first I communicate with Knuckles mentally. So even the DM doesn't get to know my detailed commands. As Knuckles then flies over the remaining 10 meters towards me, gets handed over my bag of holding that contains all my potions, and continues his movement. He has 3 actions of movement if he continues to move, and I assume getting handed a bag of holding shouldn't cost him anything. I'd rather it costs CTA's action. If
if you use up CTA's action, that's fine.
So yeah, takes the bag of holding, flies over. As I said, 10 meters in a direction, 10 meters back, and then he has 2 actions to re-armor up Bob. It's fine, and then it's still in the 10 minutes or 1 minute, 10 minutes. Whatever, he has still the extra action. Where was it? I believe it was 10 minutes. But whatever, 1 minute would still count.
You're using free movements, free actions for movement, and a CT's action to take the bag, and then as you have one additional 4th action because of the potion.
Yes, and for that 4th action, I'm already armored up around Bob. He gives Bob one of the potions.
Right, which potion is it?
Bob, roll 3d6. Yeah.
Sorry, 3d6? Oh.
That's your temp HP, and you are now a hero. For the next 10 minutes, add 2 to all your rolls.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my drone's turn. It's in farmer mode again, and CTA uses his remaining actions, even turning on. I don't know if sonar would help, but he's grasping at straws, scanning the place for potion shops. or a healer. Is Mahatma Gandhi walking around?
Give me an insight. Give me an insight as you're scanning.
I'm looking for healers that move. Can I? I'll use my advantage. I want to see everything. It's a solid 14.
But you're turning on sonar, didn't you say? So you get extra.
Yeah, but it's only for moving things. I don't believe you will let it count. Otherwise, it's plus
within
12.
the closest 200 meters. The best you can see are medical herb shops.
And with my knowledge of medical herb technology, so I believe that munching a bulk of medical herbs would heal me like 100 HP?
Not even close. With a good mix of herbs, you could potentially make a small health potion. But since you have no military or a medical background, as a gambler, you hadn't have to do it too much. The closest thing you know are herbs that cause relief, not health gain. So you can numb the pain. but healing is a bit more difficult.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will start moving towards Bob. I'm on the ground now, and I have how many actions do we have again? 3 actions.
2 actions as CT. You have 2 actions as CT.
2
One
actions and a
action.
bonus action.
Yeah,
Oh,
and you use 1 action to hand the bag.
Okay. This map is a bit confusing because like 50 meters, but I'm out of the city into the woods. Bob was in the outskirts.
You're like in the suburbs.
Okay. So it's like a park.
Yeah, it's like
thing.
the further you go from the middle of the city, the rarer the houses get and more trees appear. As Bob was exactly on the outskirts before the city begins. So,
Okay.
and I needed somehow to fit free map, so don't judge me.
Okay. I take precautions against Savit and approach them with my bonus action, my normal movement, trying to stay out of sight. I mean,
Give me a stealth roll.
I don't need to establish a line of sight to move correctly, so it should be like fine being behind bushes and stuff. I want to get as close as possible so I can move 24, 36 meters.
Yeah, so you're leaving about 15-meter distance until the edge of the map. Which technically, yeah, it would land you, like, you can hide within the smoke itself. The smoke is 20-meter radius, so it's a 40-meter diameter. It's a huge smoke bomb.
Well, there's no way there's like magic stuff inside that can sense me, so yeah, I hide in the safeness of the smoke.
Give me a stealth with advantage.
Boom.
As LED, you're up next.
Yeah.
As you don't see the smoke. Also, you don't see the smoke, so you're constantly hitting into trees. As LED, you're up.
Okay, yeah.
There must be a
How
giant
did you get,
bumblebee in the
a
smoke.
0? Oh my god, you have -3. Well, Elodie, you're up.
Yeah, okay, so I am clinging to life at this point. So first action I do is a bonus action, and I'm going to use it to hop past these guys and land here. So I believe I will have an opportunity attack from at least one of them, probably both of them.
Yes, they will do a swarm opportunity attack.
Cool.
So please roll a defense. Against a 15.
20.
Yeah, you dodge gracefully out of the way with your, by this point, super enhanced senses and athletic ability.
Yay.
Magically empowered.
Yes. And however, despite being magically empowered, I'm clearly still vulnerable to railguns. Fortunately, I remember last session that we rolled for the hit points of this building, and it was like 83, or possibly higher.
Yeah,
it was at least 83.
It was more than Marky's clone decided is worth.
Yes. Yeah. That's why I'm specifically jumping down here, not behind some other building, because it might roll lower. I want the 80 odd hit points one. So jump down there as a bonus action. And then as my first action, so currently I have 4 of my I guess I should explain this for the benefit of Connie, or for Paul rather, who wasn't here last session. Normally Elodie has her 2 arms being made of grass. Currently she also has her 2 legs made of grass. And I will just pop in a little image of what that looks like. But
I've seen it. I think I've seen it. Yeah.
You have seen it, good. But also, I am now going to use my first action to turn her torso into grass as well. So
literally, your ass is grass.
Yes, everything apart from my head, but yes, also ass. So yeah. the first thing I do here is this, which means I have now got 6 body parts made of grass, therefore I gain another 60 mana.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is pretty good. And then, oh wait, yeah, I lose 60 mana. No, I gain 60 mana, and then I lose 2 from my stats. Well, it is from my highest stat, but my stats are all tied at the moment, so I lose it from all of my stats. And then I make a save with my second action. And I did exceed the DC of 17 by...
Layer effect. At this point, 1 second, actually, 1 second, because this is important now.
If Safid has some way of making me crit fail this, then
no. It's not a crit.
Okay.
It's not like a crit fail.
Okay, cool.
Unless you actually, but yeah. 1 second, I'm looking. What's no? Yeah, it doesn't require sight. So.
Does it require distance?
No, it's if you're within the field, this can be activated. So layer effect, when a spell is being cast or a save is being made, one of these, basically one of the runes gets destroyed, and you have to re-roll, taking the second roll. It's not disadvantage. It's forcing you to re-roll.
Cool. Okay. And 6. Ooh, that's an 18. So I still succeed, but I only succeed by normal instead of by crit, which means that the top half.
Another layer effect is gonna trigger.
Oh, okay then. I will do that again in that case, and that time my crit succeeded again.
Another layer effect will trigger.
Okay.
Wait, what?
There's 4 magic runes in this field, and
it basically was a protective layer that was held up by 4 magical runes, and the runes are destroying themselves.
Ooh, that was just very close. I did succeed.
Yeah.
Only just barely.
Actually, wait 1 second. That's stupid. That rune wouldn't destroy. The one you're next to would destroy itself.
So that is 4.
Yeah, no, they're gonna stop here. No, 3.
Oh no, 3. Just 3. Okay.
So that's where they're gonna stop.
Okay. Cool.
And remind you, there are 2 protection layers. So this is the first layer.
Yeah,
there's also
is only the first one.
Yeah.
There's also so there's also the 2. So there's 4 layers in total. The first protection layer, which is this one, plus there's the second protection layer, and then there's the energy layer that is basically a battery, and then there's the layer that actually is keeping me in place. Although I think those are the other way around, but it doesn't matter which.
Yeah, the layering doesn't matter, but there's 2 protective layers basically that you would need to get through. And 3 of the first layer's runes have destroyed themselves trying to make you fail. Yes. They failed on making you fail, and they stopped themselves before destroying itself completely.
Yeah. And what that means is that only one of my body parts changes to gold, and I have got 5 grass parts remaining. Therefore, I gain 5 to my lowest stat, which again is all of my stats. As a result, I now have a modifier of +11. But yeah, that's the end of my turn. Oh, and it refreshes the duration, which is tied to my lowest stat, and because of my other ability, not because of this ability, but because of my other ability, it's tied to my lowest stat, and therefore the total duration is now for the next 15 turns.
Very well. You cannot see what the fake Connie is doing. So now it is the Mort's turn. Huh. So these marts are actually gonna step back.
Cool. I appreciate them for doing so.
Not it's the ones
mine.
that
Oh,
next to
okay.
Bob, not yours.
Okay, damn.
Not yours, Elodie. The marts next to you, they're gonna jump down, like around you, and they're gonna do a swarm grapple as their second action. So please
Okay.
give me a strength check.
Okay. Strength check. Let's go. That's a 24.
Yeah, however, you manage to hold them, both of them back. As it is now Bob's turn. But Bob, something is different. You realize you're only seeing through your right eye. CT's drone, may I get an insight check? As you're on him.
Not very perceptive though.
Yeah, as Bob, it takes a second to realize what's happening as the mouth you have speaks out. Finally. I've been asleep for so long, brother. As Savid smiles, don't worry. Family's back together now. Bob, what do you want to do? You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So, two Morts are alive. Savid is alive. Let's see.
You can only see through your right eye, and your mouth is speaking when you're not intending it to.
So like a classical Bulgarian morning, I see.
He only sees through one eye. Does he have disadvantage on range attacks now?
Not implied, no. Let's not act like Bob aims when he shoots. He vibes it.
Tell us to the squirrel.
Yeah, I'm basically shooting Savid twice.
You are restrained by the chain.
Okay, I will try to break the
Shoot
chain.
from the hip.
I think I'm trying to remember. I think
Oh no,
restrained.
it was 27.
Restrained
It
is
was
just
27.
disadvantage, though. Yeah, range.
It is disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Yeah, so you
Also,
can't.
the drone. The drone
And he
is
has
nearby,
advantage,
so
so
that
he
cancels it.
attacks normal, yeah.
Yeah. Restrained
In
gets
that
the
case-
disadvantage, drone gives advantage. So.
Okay.
shooting-
Can you remind me what is the condition of? Okay, no, actually, Bob, roll me a 1d2. This will decide if your gun is by your right hip or by your left hip.
Oh, right. That's not great.
So, as you try to reach for your gun, you realize your left arm is not responding. Also, at the start of your turn, you should roll a regen, which is a 1d8. Yeah, so you heal by 5 HP. And you have 2 turns left, I believe.
Yeah, since
But
I cannot shoot, what can I do? Fuck, I don't know. I'm going to Holy Blast a Mort, I guess.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Versus his defense. Yeah, it's just.
Which one is more damaged?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
1 second, I'll double check. Yeah, the one on the right is more damaged. However, he manages to block your hit with his shield. As your mouth speaks out. That's really all I can do. Sorry, brother. Seems
Okay,
this body
second action.
vessel is still weak.
Second action, Bob is going to bite his tongue intentionally.
Second action is not yours.
Oh.
You'll have your second action, but it is now this one speaking. As the mouth commands itself, go to sleep, Bob. And I need you to make me a knowledge save as you're being commanded.
Perfect.
Now, I have to remind you. Oh, yeah, it is you.
Oh.
I have to remind you, you are immune to Savit's commands. Because during your battle with Lei Kai, you kind of got a grasp of how he does it. But this is different. This is a different, similar but a different vibe. As Bob, you're fallen asleep, which means you lose consciousness until you take damage. As with its second action, which Bob now skips his second, but the other Bob has second action. Move away. It commands the drone to move away.
Nothing happens.
What do you mean nothing
Because
happens?
my drone disabled its hearing. Boom.
Doesn't matter. It's the he managed to command a meteor in space.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not about hearing. It's about the intent. It's a miracle cast. Hearing range is not part of the condition.
Okay, my drone tries to drag Bob towards the direction.
Sure. Give me a knowledge save unless you choose to fail.
Wait. The command was to move away, not to leave Bob. So
Yes, but your abilities also don't have an ability to move the creature while you're moving, right?
why
So-
not? He's asleep and lying on the floor.
No,
I can drag
no,
him with my
No.
propeller, can't
From
I?
the drone's perspective, Bob is not asleep. Bob is the one giving the command.
Yeah, but
right
he's
now.
still lying on the floor, right?
Yes, he's restrained. But like, I would allow you to move it, but he's gonna have a strength check against it. No. Moving him would require a grapple, which is you cannot do as part of your movement. So
Well,
no, you
I'm
would not be
already
able
grappling him.
to. No, you're not.
I'm
Your
an
ability does
armor.
not-
Yeah,
No,
but
that
unless it
armor's-
says in the rules of your ability that it counts as a grapple,
Yeah.
it doesn't mechanically.
Because you can't detach yourself as part of your movement, so you would.
God damn it! That was my whole plan. If we ever have PvP in the party.
You should have built that into the ability then.
No, I would say you can grapple him while you.
There
as
was
an
never a
action, but-
voluntary component, so I just assumed I can grapple people. Okay. Well, my drone got the command, Knuckles got the command, so a propeller starts spinning, and nothing happens.
No, you have to move away. The drone has to do anything it can to move away
Yes,
if you choose to fail.
it tries with its propeller.
No, you know perfectly well how the drone can move away. It can detach and then move away, which
You
is
know
what he
how
has to do.
dumb Knuckles is.
Huh.
It's only an 11 DC. There is potential you make the knowledge save.
No, there's not. Oh wait, no, knowledge is -3.
Actually, no. It's 13 because his rolls have a +2 because of the potion.
Potion, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
So it's a 13 DC save.
Nope.
Yeah. So your drone, it can choose a direction, but it has to dash and move away before a single action.
With one action. Okay. Knuckles doesn't like Bob anymore. He CTA reabsorbs Knuckles. So he flies into the mist and vanishes.
That's perfectly fine. It is now Savid's turn. First action. He commands the chain. Let loose. As it loosens up. He looks at the smoke. Disperse. As it disappears.
Okay.
And there's just CTA in the middle.
Yeah, with his pants down, taking a leak for some goddamn reason.
Saeed smiles. I told you all. It is futile. He looks back at Bob. Are you good, brother? Yes, brother. Never better, he says as he's making a belt out of the chain, wrapping it around his waist, basically. As Savid looks at you, CTA. Where is Connie? She was supposed to be entrapped with you, but...
Hey, if you're trying to talk with me, I can't hear you. I assumed it would work.
I said... Kill yourself.
What?
He commands you to kill yourself. And you must attempt, if you fail, you must attempt that to the best of your ability. Give me a knowledge save, CTA.
Okay. CTA is more knowledgeable, so...
If only I could see.
What? Okay, never mind.
Oh, right, because you're now in the middle of buildings.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, CTA, you must take an action and try to kill yourself as much as you can with it.
I mean, he's an ERT. Our abilities kill us like by themselves.
Oh yeah, yeah. So you've got to choose something that has a high cost and that
as high as possible. Yeah.
Well,
yikes.
Can you actually attack yourself with melee weapons like that for full damage?
Yeah, I mean you could.
Would I roll against my defense?
No. Like in this case, you would choose to fail.
Yeah.
The thing is,
the same thing has happened to Connie before. He literally did the exact same thing to Connie the last time we fought. Connie lasered herself.
Wait, did I?
Yes, you did. I remember because we had a conversation where it was like, oh, you survived, but you still got a little bit of HP left. And then it was like, wait a minute, you didn't pay the cost for firing the laser. And then after paying the cost, you had like 1 health left. So yeah, you did.
Do I have to kill myself in one action, or...?
You have to make the best attempt possible within a single action to kill yourself.
Okay. I have to... Either I just strike myself, or I take one of the unknown potions. But that would be metagaming, just assuming that the potions might kill me.
They would.
Yeah, no, it would have to be like a decision you would actually try to do.
So
like attempting
to the best
of your ability.
The problem is nothing would instantly kill me. So my best chance is
as close as you can get, like the most HP you would lose.
I mean, he is a gambler, to be fair.
Wait,
But we don't.
can you not choose to shoot your gun with all of your HP?
What gun do you have?
I would have 1 HP left. I don't believe I can kill myself with it.
I mean, you would drop to 0.
Yeah, if you hit yourself, which you're guaranteed to do, and you spend all but 1 of your HP on your attack, then you're guaranteed to KO yourself. If that's a thing you can do. Like, if you have an attack that says, like, you can use as much HP as you want, then...
No.
Yeah, it's your metals, right?
We had something like that about if I can use more HP than I actually have.
Yeah. So you would use up, as we said, you would use up 18 and shoot yourself.
Yeah.
So you make sure
you can't
hitting
deal
that
less than
single
1
HP
damage on your roll.
Okay, yeah, true. Okay, yeah, I use 18 HP to shoot Knuckles into my mouth.
It's not really Knuckles though, it's just nanos.
No. I make sure that I die because Knuckles, after hitting me, does the double damage. You know.
That's fair.
He manifests for the double damage.
No, that's fair. Yeah, and it's a drone's action, not yours, so you lose HP. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Huh.
Because it was a crit success, does Knuckles at least have more HP?
I don't see the roll yet.
Yeah, do I even have to roll? If I intentionally hit myself, it would be a crit success, wouldn't it?
Right.
No.
Okay.
It's a success, it's not a critical success.
Yeah.
But for HP, it's 2d18. Okay,
so you blast your own head off. But the drone does emerge.
This time in spider form.
Very well.
Is this still Knuckles, or is this the other one? Is this Martin Luther King?
Oops. What? Why do I have 2 of them? Why can't I delete
Well, Knuckles was a flying drone before.
But,
no.
I have 2 tokens on the map and I can't delete them for. Okay,
I
this
don't
is buggy.
see 2 tokens.
I only see one at the moment, anyway.
It's Martin.
Cool.
It's actually Martin. I want the killing to be done smoothly, not by Knuckles.
As Savid looks at the drone that has reappeared and he smiles. I hate gamblers. You, drone. What are you capable of?
I'm a good back scratcher. I give great compliments. I can carry stuff. I'm a good mascot. Good with the ladies.
Huh. Very well. He extends his hand and gives a command. Throw City's body to me.
I'm not good at throwing.
I mean, whether or not you'll succeed is a different question, but he is a 2. You have to make a knowledge check against the 22. Or you'll have to use an action to throw City's body towards Savid.
Yeah. Well, strength is fine. Boom.
Yeah.
13. I don't know. CTA weighs like a lot right now. I'm fully stacked on metal.
Yeah, so you're like 20 meters away, right? So CTA flies 13 meters and lands directly in the middle.
Oh.
As Savit smirks. Machine. Useless. As Connie, you're midair, 105 meters left.
Actually, I'm not midair. I'm just blasting along the along the ground as fast as I can.
Okay, fair. Yeah, so 105 meters left until you reach the golden circle on the left.
Yeah, but this time I'm gonna use my ultimate again. Sorry.
Is Connie still headed for the circle then? I thought, based on the position of the token, I kind of thought.
I'm going here basically.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's gonna be a bit more because it's. Yeah.
Oh.
So you're coming from the north direction. So it's 100. At the start of this turn, there's 105 meters until you reach the edge of this map. Between
which map?
them,
Sorry, I'm.
You put your token
one
down
on the left.
bottom. Is that what you're wanting to do? To go to the bottom?
You're on
I
the
mean,
golden.
I only see the smoke, right? I don't even know there's other battles.
Well, you saw.
No. You definitely saw a pillar, a cylinder of a golden force field.
Oh, okay.
That's and behind it, from your perspective, you would have seen the smoke that has now disappeared.
Oh, so I'm going. I see. I did not know that.
Yeah,
Okay,
so you're going kind of that direction anyway. So you would first reach here in 105 meters, and between the left map and the bottom one, there's a 13-meter difference.
Okay, wait. So now I'm missing the 45 till I reach here.
Yes, as you use your ultimate once again, dashing forwards, you're
Also,
45 meters away from the left map.
I would also have Butcher grapple me, so that next turn he can move me further as well, if that's possible. Because he also has his like own booster, right? So that would make sense.
Yeah, that's fine. So he can grapple you, no problem.
That's it.
CTA. You are unconscious, and at the start of your next turn, you will be dead.
Okay.
What is Martin... MLK, what are you doing?
MLK, as always, has a
Not
dream.
Junior, specifically.
He has the dream that I gave my potions to my drone, so reabsorbing the drone would still keep the potions in its possession, right?
Absolutely, they're on CTA's body.
God damn it. Okay. Second idea that's way in line with the rules. If my drone walks over here, gives CTA a potion of death resistance, and smacks him in the face,
no.
Technically dropping him from 0 to 0, does he revive with 1 HP?
That's not dropping from 0. There is no drop between 0 and 0.
So wait, has MLK been commanded not to reabsorb himself? Or something?
No, but reabsorbing wouldn't stabilize. We established that last session.
I thought that was armoring.
No. If your drone goes back into CTA's body, right?
Oh, true. I get revived. Yeah.
Yeah.
But is that wait? No, that's CTA's action, not the drone's. That's CTA's ability, I believe.
No.
Yeah.
My drone can use its action to.
Okay.
Yeah. That it's the drone's action. Yeah, it's actually. Yeah, actually a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, my drone walks over. It's still a drone, so it still has 1 extra action, right?
No.
Even if it's the same particles, just different personality.
Yeah. No.
Why not? It's nanobots.
You recreated a creature. No, you recreated a creature.
Oh, god damn it.
It's not like they have a different plane of existence. You literally recreated a creature.
This is some bullshit. Okay.
It's also a different shape. It's not even like it's the same one.
Martin Luther goes to sleep. And CJ wakes up. First thing CTA does is what is this?
So you would see
map
Bob
accurate?
is
8
like,
meters.
yeah. So you would see like Savid and Bob are conscious. Bob is still on the ground, but he's like smiling. Can you give me a quick insight check? Something's very different around Bob. He smiles with arrogance, but it's a different style of arrogance than his usual self. It actually is almost the same smile that Savid has. And with a 19 even further, you notice that his right eye is closed and his left eye is a different color than usual.
Well, I don't care about his color. Savid and Bob both will have to try to dodge my propeller.
Very
Because
well.
I will try to grab them both. Is this a roll? No, it's my speed. Fantastic speed.
Yeah, so it's Savid's
What the
speed.
fuck are these rolls today?
Yeah.
I knew it would start bad when I rolled a 1 on the 1d3.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, that was Savid's roll.
Oh,
With a critical success, he just literally stops you with his hand.
No, he's not an immovable object. That's not
No,
how it
but he
works.
basically
He can
He-
try to
yeah,
attack me, but he can't just become Earth.
With a critical success, okay, no, because with a critical success, he basically allows Bob not to roll, also make the save. So what I'll say is, as you try to push into him, he actually pushes you into the side, which makes you go pushes you to go into a different direction than you were originally intending.
Yeah.
You wanted
We
to
have-
go
we
this
have
way, he
done
pushes you to the
multiple-
side.
Yeah, we've done plenty of times before where if you do a critical success, you can let someone else succeed.
Yeah, but I was hoping that hitting Bob would be easier because one personality doesn't resist, but
One
It would
person's
have been good.
unconscious, but-
I even was like, even if I don't hit Savid, it doesn't matter. It's just the shortest way, and no, he deflects me. Motherfucker. Okay.
He bitch slaps you to the side.
Crit success, unfortunately, is
Bonus action.
rough.
That was my bonus action. That cost me 1 HP. But now that Savid is not in the way, I will just grab the other one. Just Bob directly. With
Very well.
my
Bob, what
first-
is your speed?
Yeah, I give up. I give up.
Oh,
You like
Wait,
slip on some mud.
that's just ridiculous.
So Bob, what is your speed? You're muted.
Yeah, let me just see.
You feel free to just make a speed roll.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now that is a good one. Fucking bullshit.
Oh wait, doesn't he get disadvantage for half of his body being asleep?
He seems to be fully in control of his body, as the other part is
Except
not.
for one eye.
Yeah, it looks like a lazy eye. As he basically flips over UCT as you glide past. And he does it from a prone condition as well.
Oh.
Which means he flips over you. He does like a hand push-up so hard, he flips over you and lands back on the ground.
Does he land on his feet or does he land prone?
No, he's still prone. The fact that he makes the save doesn't change his prone condition.
It would have been even funnier if he succeeds so well that he loses the prone.
So I don't know how far you would go because of that, but you're able to continue your movement. GTA.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wait, but shouldn't they have disadvantage at least because he's pro for dodging stuff?
It isn't technically a melee attack, so no.
Well, yeah, I'll just spin around. and
No,
say,
wait. No. Against an enemy, this is considered an attack, so it's...
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I guess,
he
yeah,
does.
and it would be within melee. Yeah, actually,
If you can crit fail this, Ilya, then CTA succeeds.
No,
Otherwise,
it's not that Bob has disadvantage, CT has advantage.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, because he's attacking a prone target.
Right, that's not how... Oh yeah, no, that is how it would work. Yeah, cool, awesome.
Yeah, that is the thing.
That doesn't matter.
So, as you said, you slide past.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh my. At least it's not a crit fail, but still.
Okay,
Yeah, it doesn't...
It's not much better.
No.
CJ is frustrated, so he drinks a dark green potion with his last action.
You don't know what that dark potion is, right?
Nah.
1 second, I now need to pull that stuff.
I mean, couldn't we have just had a load to identify those potions? Why have we not done?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm not letting anybody who pretends to be magical investigate my potion technology.
Sorry, are you drinking the lime green or the dark green?
Dark.
Dark green.
Okay.
Instant suicide, hopefully.
You turn into grass like me.
You turn into Grogu.
Give me a 1d4.
Oh, me or CTA? Oh.
No, CT, yes, he drinks a potion. So you grow a size category larger.
Nice.
This grants you a disadvantage on defense checks, advantage on strength checks. And I've written this differently. Enhanced critical. Yeah, I think this means you crit on a 19. On a 19 roll as well. Doesn't matter if it's an attack or anything, but just critical success on any 19 roll as well as a 20.
Advantage on attacks?
On strength rolls,
Oh.
disadvantage on defense rolls, and all rolls also crit on a 19.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that was my last action. I look depressed and bigger now.
Elodie, you're surrounded by 2 morts.
Yeah. So, question. When the smoke cloud disappeared, would I have seen that from down here?
Give me an insight check. I would say DC 20 to notice that.
Okay. That's 26. Oh yeah, by the way, I meant to say, oh wait a minute. Why is that? Wait a second.
Oh, you have a plus
Yeah,
6.
no, yeah. Wait. Sorry, just hold on a moment. So I was at 8, and yeah, I meant to say, yeah. So my modifier is higher now than I thought it was before, because I added 3. It was at 8, I added 3 to make it 11, but I actually should have added 5 there. So it's actually 13 is the addition. But that should not make it up to 20. I don't know why it says 20 there. 13 plus 4, so it should be 17 minus 4. It must be adding something wrong in the check.
Yeah,
so it's actually 23, but it's still a success.
Yeah. So you had like the top. It's a 20-meter radius, so the smoke was going 20 meters up as well. So you notice the top part has dissipated. Like you can see the smoke kind of leaving the area instead of being congested in a single place.
Nice. Okay. Cool. So Oh, right. No, I'm an idiot. Yeah. My roll is correct on my checks because it also adds my level. My level's added to my lowest stat.
Of
So,
course,
yeah, cool.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course. So I now have a plus 16 modifier in total. Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course you do. Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. So anyway, yes, which means that's down to 15. Right. Okay. So I have seen that the smoke is gone, which is good. So what I am going to do is bounce up to the roof. Now,
the Morse will make a swarm attack.
Yeah, the question is, this guy here, you have him positioned as if he's on the roof. But
No, he would be... No, they dropped down previous section and they tried to grab it.
Okay,
cool. So they are swarm attacking again.
Yeah, that's
as an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I don't think there's a way for you to fail with a plus 16.
Well, I think there definitely is, but let's try that and see how it goes. Oh, cool.
yeah, my ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I have literally spent like 2 sessions buffing myself non-stop.
38? What is this, Pathfinder?
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I jump up to where... Actually, no. I was gonna say I jump up to where that guy is, but... my speed start is now 17. So, I can move considerably further than that. So I should be able to move, what, 30 odd meters or something?
Yeah.
So I'll just jump over here, I think. This way I can get a good view of...
You see an enlarged CT next to a laying down Bob in front of Savid and 2 Morts.
Okay. As tempted as I am to keep buffing myself and get to even more stupid heights, I think I actually should try and help people. So instead, I'm going to use... Oh, fuck! No, I changed my mind. I'm not using that. I forgot. It's got a fucking range, and I'm hundreds of meters away. Actually, I'm not. I'm like...
No.
How far away?
Dude, it's 13 meter distance. It's like 13 meters added.
Yeah, 13 meters added to that, so I am too far away. I forgot.
But that means you still use it. Because you would know... the range is possible.
It is. I don't think it is, but...
It's literally
Wait a minute.
Between you and Bob, there's 24 meters, which means you need 38. So you only needed to roll a 5 more.
Yeah.
It's definitely in the realm of possibility. It's not... It's still high, but it's definitely in the realm of possibility.
So, wait a second. Why is this?
I don't know.
No, wait. I'm trying to work out...
I need actions, not math right now.
The problem is... I add...
Your character is the problem, Reese.
Wait.
You made your character out of a function.
I just need to quickly check something.
I'll have to skip your turn if you...
Nope, it's fine. I
succeeded.
I succeeded.
You succeeded.
I have it wrong. It's typed wrong. I've added my level twice. I'm supposed to add my wisdom modifier twice. So I add an extra 13 to that.
Okay.
Wait, no, an extra 17 to that.
Sure.
Yeah. No, 16, sorry.
Yeah, absolutely.
16, yeah.
Sure.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. Yeah, I'm relieved that that's resolved. So, everyone who is
A plus 10,
currently
a plus 13, and then a plus 16. Yeah, absolutely, definitely.
47 meters. Everyone who's within 47 meters of me is
Yeah.
within range. So plus 13.
So-
so everyone's in range. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. So that's my ultimate used and my bonus action used. So that is the end of my turn.
Now, fake Connie. As you're up now, you notice that out of her, there's 2 electrical whips going out. Like, I say whips, they're like whip shaped, but they're almost like scorpion tails hanging behind her. As you see her concentrating, and a third one pops out as well. She then sees you on the top of the rooftop, shoots all 3 at you. I need an athletic save. Not sure it matters too much, but
Athletic save, you say? Okay, sure.
yeah. As 3 electrical whips are heading towards you. 6 DC, yeah. Oh, I don't know if you're gonna make it.
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
So you don't get hit directly. 1 second, because each of these have a different stacking effect. Yeah. Very well. Okay. You do not. Yeah, you won't take damage. It's impossible for it to damage you because you reduced by now, like what, 32?
32.
Yeah. So it's not gonna damage you. However, as it was heightened on a free,
I
you
also
lose
dodged
2
it.
speed. Yeah,
What
but she stacked
causing
freeze.
that?
The electrical.
Normally, at least in D&D, when you succeed on a thing, like a save, you
Yeah.
can take half the damage, but you don't take the extra effects, is usually how it works.
Yeah, this was stacked. It has like stacking effects, which the more you stack of actions, similar to how Connie can.
Okay, but like
Merge
it just
clip.
has an effect that happens regardless of whether you save or not.
On a
Because I
free,
did
yes.
save.
Yes.
Ah, okay, fine. So I
On
lose-
because on a failure, it would reduce all of your physical stats. On a success, it can choose a single stat to
Okay.
reduce.
So yeah, that's
so-
fine. So I lose 2 speed, which means that my lowest start modifier. Actually, that doesn't really matter at the moment. My wisdom start modifier is the one I need to calculate because that determines what my max mana is.
This is for 2 turns. I'm not sure if it kicks off first or if your thing will kick off first.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna change it on my next turn, but
yeah, sure. But that's realistically.
Actually. Yeah, wait, no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, that's realistically all she can do at this point. The Morts are gonna climb up and try running towards you. Meanwhile, down here at Bob's level, yeah, this Mort is gonna run towards CTA. This one is basically next to him. Yeah. So they're gonna do a single swarm attack against you, CTA. Please give me a defense.
With disadvantage, right?
Yeah. Swarm attack. And that's...
These rolls.
They might take you out. Yeah, with a swarm attack, they take you out, dropping you to 0.
Well, can't Elodie use her cheering
Oh,
thingy?
right. Yeah, of course I can. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I'm gonna help CTA assist with.
Yep.
Not my lowest start, because my lowest start is speed, so that's a 20.
And they got a 21 to hit,
Yeah,
so
they hit, yeah.
CTA drops to 0. Sorry, I think I turned off the turn order. Yeah.
Oh, no, you just turned it off. Oh, no, it's back. Okay. That's fine then.
And yeah, that this war doesn't have anything additional to do. So he's gonna prepare a reaction if CTA comes back up. Bob, give me a knowledge save to see if you wake up. Actually, first, 1d8 for the region. Your body's healed for 5. Give me a knowledge save. DC 18.
I am going to help.
You don't see that something's going on there.
Okay.
It's a mental thing.
Yeah, fair enough. Although I don't actually think I need to, but never mind. I don't want to argue over it.
Yeah, I don't. There is no reason Elodie would know to do it, right? That's kind of the point.
It doesn't matter. It's just a character she can see, but it doesn't matter. I'll let it slide in this instance.
As Bob stands up, you can, Elodie, you have a POV of this.
Cool.
Of Bob standing up. He walks up to Savid and extends his hands as they go into a hug.
Aww. I probably should have used my thing actually, now that I think about it. Oh well. Because yeah, it definitely doesn't say that I have to see the roll or anything like that. I just have to see the ally when they're making the roll. But, oh well. Rip in pasta, Bob.
I would play it around that you're not seeing your ally making the roll, right? You currently...
No,
Bob
but that's
is
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to see the ally make the roll. I need to see the ally and...
What I'm saying is you don't see the ally. Bob, right now, wouldn't be your ally. If you're playing at that angle. As it goes to Savid's turn. And from some liquid pours out from underneath Savid's coat, forming a mirror underneath them as they both fall in, and it closes off, like dispersing.
Ah.
It was semen.
Connie, your turn.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm just gonna move myself again 60 meters plus 10 meters for Butcher's free movement and 10
So you
meters.
have, so at this point you're arriving here with 35 meters left of movement.
Wait.
25, not 35, yeah. Wait, 35? Okay.
Wait, no,
yeah,
that's wrong. I added an extra...
Yeah, minus it. So it is 25 movement left.
Wait, am I stupid? Wait. No, wait, this is my third turn moving, right?
Yeah,
yes, but you didn't move minus 10 last turn, you only grappled.
Yeah, I know. But it's minus 10 because Butcher has one free move, one action that he can use.
Okay, wonderful.
So I can move 35 meters on the map now.
Yeah.
Do I see this massive golden thingy in front of me?
Like it is. It looks like. Well, yes, yeah, it's a cylinder going up, and you can definitely see it. And Connie from Marky's background would definitely recognize this as a force field.
All right, I guess. I mean, to be fair, I am probably close enough, so I can just shout like, "What the fuck is going on? Elodie, what the fuck have you done?"
Hey, Cody, someone pretending to be you. Say a big fucking force field. Also, Bob got kidnapped by Zavida and CTE is dying. And I'm stuck in here. Help. Please.
Alright, do I know how to turn off force fields?
Give me a knowledge check.
Okay, I will assist with that.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh wait, no, ignore that, it's not my lowest stat, it's, it is, no.
On this session of D&D, Elodie does math again.
It's only 8. Still an improvement, but, you know, not great.
Connie, you can definitely tell that there is an electrical power source that's powering the force field from the center. You know that from general knowledge, you would know that these types of force fields are enterable from outside, but not leavable from inside.
Right. I mean, how much do
and
we
as Connie, you would also realize that there's definitely some magic at play.
Alright, I mean, I guess I could just, as I'm arriving, ask Elodie, well, should I try to let you out or should I try to... I don't think you have much...
I just want to clarify, you are arriving from the top.
Okay, well, yes. From here specifically. Yeah. Okay, so in that case, I would do something like this.
Sure.
I just already moved myself there, so yeah, I'm just gonna just... Okay. Is that okay? No, that's too far. So like here, I guess. I guess, can I see the others from here, or can I not?
You would be able to see CTA's body, but Bob or Savi doesn't know where to be seen.
Okay, in that case, yeah, I'm just gonna tell Elodie that I'll try to help her once I heal up CTA. But yeah, I cannot do that. Actually...
I was planning on healing CTA, but if you want to, I guess you could go
also
heal him.
Connie, you can see in the middle of a square another you.
Fucking Monellas. At least, I mean, that is how she saw her last, so I guess it would be like an a pretty obvious connection, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, well, I mean, if you do want to heal him, then you're probably gonna use your actions up anyway, right? So, I don't know. I don't really know if it's like that important that I release you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I was just, you know, in character trying to catch you up on the situation. But yeah, if you want to go ahead, you can.
Oh my god. Okay, I can reach there next turn, but I'm gonna be able to do absolutely nothing. So that's at the end of my turn.
CTA, you are unconscious, and at the start of your next turn, you will be dead. Melody.
Right. Now, there is a slight flaw in my plan, which is that I have a limited number of actions. So, I have a -2 to my speed currently, and I have 5 of my 7 body parts, which are grass. And yeah, so in order to reduce my other stats by 2, I would need to turn all of my body to grass, which I can't do. That's not a thing I'm going to be doing. So, the only way I can do that would be to increase my stats further, which means I take an action to do that. And then my second action, yeah, okay, that's how I have to do it. Right, so, first action is I attempt to save, and I currently have 5 grass body parts. That's a 26. So
one of the runes.
Yeah.
The last rune on the second layer breaks.
That's what I thought. Okay, lowest start. Oh,
So one of the
fake.
layers is.
Ah, shit. No,
CTI.
actually, wait a second. Hold that thought, Lucas, because you might
Uh-huh.
actually not. You might not even need to waste your rune, because I have typed that wrong.
Oh, you still have. You don't have a plus 16 anymore, right?
I have. Okay, I still succeed, but
Yeah.
that's not a critical success. Do you still want to break your rune?
Wait, why was the last one critical success?
No, it wasn't a critical success. It wasn't. I'm just. Well, no, it was. It was because I beat the DC by 10, but it wasn't. That. The thing is, it shouldn't have been because I shouldn't have actually rolled that high because I clicked the wrong button. It wasn't. Wisdom's not my lowest stat, which is why I had to re-roll with 3d4 instead of 3d8, and also less of a modifier because it's not my. It doesn't add my level.
Yeah. Yeah, the rune is going to break.
Cool. Okay. So
It's
now
gonna make you re-roll.
Yeah, I have to re-roll. Okay. That is not my lowest start. And I have 5 body parts. Okay, that is still a success. Any
Yeah,
other
so
runic
no,
effects to
no.
apply? Okay. Right, okay, so I do not critically succeed, but I do succeed, which means that, unfortunately, although my speed increases by 1, it still is my lowest start, and my other stuff is not increased too much. Oh wait, no! Okay, wait, hold on 1 second. That's not quite how that works, is it? Abilities.
Elodie, I need a decision.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just realised it's actually fine. It's not a 1 point increase. It increases by the number of parts becoming gold, which is that, and total grass parts is now 4. So yeah, I gain 4 to my lowest stats. So speed increases to 4, and then everything increases by 2 more, which means my stats are all even again. Hooray! Also, I have a plus 15. So I will then use my second action to stabilize CTA. Oh wait, no. First, free action. Got to do the free action first so I can stabilize at range. I have a very large menu of different things. Here we go. This is the one I'm looking for.
I told you need a flowchart.
Yeah, I need, to be perfectly honest, I need to get this character dead so I can make a simpler one, but never mind.
You need a separate RPG engine just for ability.
Right, okay, the range of CTA, how far away is CTA?
CTA is plus whatever the map shows, plus 13. So
Okay,
it's
cool.
plus 13, 41.
41, cool, okay. Right, stone, and the range is, oh wait, no, the range is like, let me just do this. Oh, forget it, I don't care. I can't be bothered typing in properly. Right, okay, so how does this calculate? I just randomly put in numbers, ignore the numbers. 5 times 7 minus 4, why is it 7? Another thing that I need
Wisdom
to
stat, I
update.
think.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's oh, of course, because I didn't add the stat adjust. Right. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so add like 17 to that before timesing it by 5 or 10 or something, some shit. I pay 5 mana, I can reach him now. Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Because my stat modifier is huge. So
yeah.
There we go. Right. So now I stabilize. And everything is my lowest start. So CTA gains 26 health.
That's stabilizing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, this Smart had a reaction period, so he's gonna try to hit CT immediately.
I'm not even up yet. What do you mean? You
He had a reaction once you're healed.
No, you said specifically when he gets up.
Yes, but you also cannot have a prone condition as an ERT, so you're immediately up.
Okay, so yeah,
It's
you
11 to
actually
hit.
succeed.
This is defensive disadvantage.
Oh god.
Double
Okay.
damage.
I use my reaction to assist him. That's a 46.
What the fuck?
Because Arcane Assist doubles my modifier.
Elodie is playing a different game at this point.
So a nat 1 to a 46, I'd say that's quite an improvement. Unfortunately, I did not use my ultimate this turn because I was busy healing you. So, yeah. If I do use my reaction again before my next turn, it is going to cost me actions on my next turn. So
yeah. So CTA, you rise up healed. As your eyes goes up, you definitely see Connie and Elodie on rooftops staring towards your direction. As you look around for the first sight of Bob, you see that he and Savid have disappeared. And that's where we're gonna end the session.
Whew.
No, I knew starting 165 meters away would be pretty bad.
Yeah.
I did get there though. I did get there in the end.
Lucas, are you going to send me the Gramburian shit now?
Let me think on this for a day. If this might require. Yeah,
Wait, right after the godly revamp? No.
Yeah, he's gonna go through three races within
within a single chapter. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, within a single chapter, but like in character within like 2 days.
Well, I mean that was like a 10,000.
No, actually, same day. He became.
Same day.
You left the witch's house this morning.
Oh god.
It would be funny to see a Grandburian played by Ilya, though. How many innocents have you killed? Many.
Oh no.
Or after me creating a small massacre, someone talking to me, you killed millions. Yes, I killed many.
Oh no! I can imagine Ilya being like a criminal, like a mafia. You still owe boss money, much money. He's like, here's all I have. You take it. You still owe him many.
Yeah, Lucas, I will think some ideas and run them by you tomorrow, maybe, if I have enough time. And if you're not drafted in World War III.
Yeah. I know. I'm still partially like sad to see Bob go, but I don't think.
Fuck off! You made Savid. You don't get to feel sad. This impossible hurdle. Even detaching my ears didn't work. How could you?
I mean, to be fair, this is the like logical, consequence of our just constantly power creeping toward infinity.
It's still like an enemy that can randomly teleport right next to you and is like basically invincible.
That's not the big problem. The big problem was the fact that they split us up. Like realistically, even like in the last fight, we fought Leikai / Savid, and he seemed basically invincible, but we still won. But this time, everyone was so split up. Connie had to spend the entire fight just running around. I've spent 2 sessions mostly just buffing myself because I had
but
nothing
still, even if we were in a group, he just commands you something with a plus 12 modifier. Good luck.
Well, I mean, I could beat that.
Okay.
He will also have disadvantage against you. So
Yeah, because of the mind thing. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. To be fair, like these last few battles have seemed like a little bit insane. Just like insane ability against insane ability.
Yeah.
I do kind of miss the low level shenanigans a little bit.
I do like being powerful, but at the same time, I might have to concede that Lucas may have a point about the complexity of my character. Because I cannot even remember half of the stuff on my sheet, and I keep having to check it.
Let's re-roll as Granburians and go goblin hunting. Let's go.
Yeah, we need to level down.
in the background, Savid just destroying the universe or something, and we're just like, oh, we have cornered one goblin. We will be the heroes of our little Granburian
No. We have cornered many goblins because there's two.
It would be an interesting progression though. Fighting gods, and then okay, now we need 7 rabbits. Please go hunt them.
It's like, how do we count that high? This is an impossible quest. We can never complete it.
What is 7?
To be fair, Savid is almost back at his full strength.
Yeah.
I need to remind you, he teleported into a ship where there was 6-9, the 4 of you, plus OCD. He then threw a meteor at himself.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's powerful, but he's not smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did I miss something in the lore with him and his brother? For some reason, I assumed they weren't on the best of terms.
Yeah,
but his
I thought
brother
the
was
same,
like,
actually.
"Oh, welcome back. I'm glad to be back."
I kind of thought, like, I mean, I don't know, this was probably not your intention, but I kind of thought of them as like All for One from My Hero Academia and his brother, who, you know, was not his biggest fan.
So that was the impression. I agree, because Savid always said his brother took the half, but there was also, he always said his brother was taken away and hidden from him.
Oh, did he? Cool. I forgot.
So, because he would always be very forceful on the fact that his brother took half of his powers away. But also, we've seen the brother, right? When Bob was transforming into a god. So, the relationship there was supposed to be murky. I guess I can start pulling back a bit over the curtain for Bob's character. Basically, his brother is the dormant divinity within Bob.
Which is not actually dormant, because he awakened it himself earlier.
Yeah. So he awakened. Because that's where. But what I mean is that he was always there, as similar as you say for All for One, right? Actually, vice versa, One for All, where you had the souls of the previous ones, right? So that's the divine part of Bob, was always the brother of Savid.
Nice.
So Savid just reawakened that, and whatever this relationship entails. But the point would be that it's most likely that the brother wanted Bob to awaken his powers to start using it, so it's easier for him to wait. Because Savid never attempted that while Bob was a vampire.
Right.
I have
So
several ideas. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't spoil too much, Lucas.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, because he tried to just talking with you guys last time. He saw what you did to Lekai, so he kind of was like, okay, this frontal assault is stupid. Even for me, I don't want to lay in bed for another 2 weeks. So luckily, you guys just split up. So,
You know what
Yep,
an interesting development would be? The next time we see Bob, he has Savid's head as a belt buckle. Just saying.
just like he did with Azale before, he has it as like his cod piece. Just
Oh
Yeah.
no.
yep, that would be interesting indeed.
Highly doubt it will happen. Highly doubt. It's
Yeah.
not impossible, but it's quite improbable.
It is, yes, quite improbable.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for the session, guys, and see you next week. And I will text you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, Lucas.
yeah, sure.
Cool. Thanks for the session, Lucas. See you all next week.
Thank you.
Thanks for whooping our ass, man.
Look, yeah. After all that shit talking, no, it was. I didn't know how this would turn out. I mean, this is the first time when I'm like, wait, the bad guys actually succeeded. There was no point for them to linger around when they could just teleport out, and it was like, okay, yeah, this is happening.
I mean, I don't know. I do kind of fail to see how we are going to balance Elodie with her for this 8 rounds.
Well, to be fair, she was only against 2 more enemies and a Monella. That's not even too high level. So it is kinda the fact that she just could pump it up without doing anything else. If she had to help anyone, it would have been different. And I mean, if she didn't just pump and was able to actually participate, like Bob wouldn't have probably been lost. But if I see that it gets too out of hand, yeah, I'll nerf it. It doesn't. I fully agree that after some point it just
You
doesn't
should
make
have
sense.
role played her like Bob would. Oh, you meet a childhood friend, shoot him in the face. That would have switched up and fast.
I mean, to be fair, probably was a little bit too. Then again, like Connie is supposed to be like kind of innocent, so I guess this is what she would have probably done. She's not yet at the like what you call it, paranoid communist level. She hasn't gone full stop. Yet.
Yeah. Well, she has to succeed in communism to get that realization. So. Okay, guys. Have fun where you are. Hopefully, it's just as hot as here with over 30 degrees.
No, it's actually cold. Cold. We had 13 degrees today.
Oh, God damn it! I envy you.
Yeah, we also have it kind of cold because there's a lot of rain.
Okay, then.
It's because of all the stuff you Germans are burning.
Okay. Well, then I will cook on my own with 32 degrees in the skate park. Okay. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.